Yo, 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 man. Welcome back to another exciting episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy, Suns fan Randy in the building. You got Jerry Jerry today. No paper bag today, man. What's going on? How you
Uh,
feeling over there in Lakerland?
there's no pulse right now in Lakerland. You can feel that shit in the Staples Center. You can see it in the parking lot. You can feel it on Figueroa. The Lakers ain't laking right now. I
I
can't.
mean, yeah, man. But to give you my outsider's perspective and stuff like that, you know what? I think that y'all can still make a push. You know what I'm saying? Let Kendrick Nunn come back. You know what I'm saying? And let you know what I'm saying. Let it figure it out and just it's just a second game in the All Star game. It's not over with. You know what I'm saying? Once y'all get these key pieces back and throw Wayne Ellington back in the rotation, like I seen and DJ out there today too. So it's just like, look, man, it's not all that bad.
No. This is bad. I think we're probably like 2 games out of the 10 spot. And the Pelicans, they're trying to get into the play-in tournament. They're trying to, make some type of progress with their acquisition of CJ. But we just don't have it. The Lakers just don't have it.
Yeah, I looked at this one as like a must win for y'all. Well, y'all lost to the Clippers, and I was like, oh, y'all have to win this one because you can't keep losing to these teams that y'all battling for spots in like the play-in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't even watch the rest of the game. I turned it off like 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. I was like, I can't.
Yeah, and surprisingly, LeBron was still out there. So I was just like, LeBron and the 3 unit or the him, Melo, Westbrook or whatever, they didn't really check out the game until like the 4 or 5 minute mark. So I was just like, that's injury. I mean, that's how injuries happen and stuff like that. But that was interesting. But to dive into the game a little bit, you know what I'm saying? The Lakers finished out with 23 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came out flat. Y'all came out lazy. Yeah, like Westbrook finished with 7. LeBron was right behind him with 7. And you know what I'm saying? Westbrook finished with 16 on 5 of 13 or 5 of 15 shooting. So it's like that was terrible. It was just like I said, I just feel like y'all don't, like you said in the group chat, like y'all don't have an identity. Like on either side of the ball, the coaching, the bench, nobody really got no pride. There's no spark. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of essentials on this team that's missing that you need to at least make a playoff push or at least to make especially for a championship team. It's just like you need that spark off the bench. You need the right coaching. You need like you said, you need to come out and have a little bit of heart. And like I said, I feel like I haven't seen y'all without this much heart maybe since like the beginning of the season. Like typically before the All Star break, y'all was playing with a lot of passion. Y'all was losing a lot of close games, and you know what I'm saying, everything was close. But tonight was just embarrassing. Like it was just like I don't even know why they showed this on a Sunday night like that. Like you know what I mean? Like we waited or people waited all day for that. Like that's embarrassing. But go ahead.
No, I just don't got nothing to say, honestly. My thing is, I'm done calling out front office. I'm done calling out the refs. I'm done calling out the coaches. It's on the players, honestly. Like y'all, you guys go out there every night and just think someone's gonna lay down and just roll over to you, and that's not the case. It's been the case for 60 games. 60 games ain't nobody just rolled up and said, "Oh, it's the Lakers, it's LeBron, roll it up." No, it's just like like you guys they show up every night to Staples or they go play wherever and they just don't show up. It just we have no energy, we have no identity. I don't know what else I can keep saying. I feel
Yeah.
like a record player at this point.
Yeah, so it's just like, and it's. I feel like personally, I just feel like it's even at a point to where it's like I don't even think Anthony Davis is fixing this issue. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like, how do you? Because like I said, I feel like the pulse around the city is just like a lot of people's already conceded. Like the season's over with. Let's just. A lot of people saying sit LeBron. I've been seeing just blow the whole team up, trade everybody, Russ, LeBron, and AD. And the thing that I have a little bit of problem with people saying trade Bron is like I'm like almost 78% sure LeBron has a no trade clause in his contract. Like you can't just be like, all right, we're just gonna ship Bron out, or you know what I'm saying, without him at least demanding a trade first or whatever the case may be. But if you think that like you can just sneak one past LeBron and just package him up in the deal, and now he's on like one of these like you know what I'm saying, Ricky Dink players, like that's not how that go. You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel about it, and how do you feel about the Lakers moving forward?
Moving forward, I just hope they finish the season. No one gets excuse me. I hope no one goes to jail. No one does anything stupid. Nobody finishes with a DUI. Nobody gets hurt. No one has to, I just hope they finish the season without, damaging themselves further. Um, I think that, earlier in the season we should have addressed these. We these problems lingered all season, and now it's just like full blown. It's just showing up every which way. But I think I said this too around the trade deadline. I was talking to Basketball Mecca, and he told me, he's like, straight up, if the Lakers don't make a move at the deadline, don't be surprised you don't see them in the play-in, not the playoffs, the play-in. They kept that same roster they kept the Thursday going into the trade deadline. It was no way you see them competing, because for one, you don't get a change of heart, you don't get a change of like presence. The Lakers, they don't have a pulse. They don't have that one player that's like, yo, what we doing out here? Like, I'm putting forth my straps to go win. They just don't have that. They don't get back on D. They don't contest simple shots. You don't put a hand up. It's almost like everybody just playing at 24. Everybody just there to get a workout in. It's not like they're
Yeah.
there to collect the win, collect the check, and go home and talk good in the post game interviews. Because honestly, at this point, I know they hate it, because after you play a game like this, you got to go talk to the media. You can't duck and dodge them. You duck and dodge them, and just look even worse. So you it's nothing you can say to this point to speak up for yourself, because it's not nothing you can say. It's just like, damn, you got to go out there and play basketball. Like, put everything else on the back burner. Like, yo, go out there and win. They all in their heads is it's just stuff you can see on the floor that's lingering. It's coming from other places, and it just just shows its head on the floor.
Yeah,
Forward, like I said, I just want everybody to end the season positively. I don't want nobody to die, nobody to go to jail, or nobody to get injured. Like, I just hope they can finish the season without a hitch.
Yeah, so like I said, like I told you in August, I told you it wasn't gonna work. And you know what I'm saying? I told you in August it wasn't gonna work. I feel like the chemistry, the team is just, you got too many Hall of Famers on one team that don't want to listen, especially they're not gonna listen to Frank Vogel. And you can clearly tell on the floor, like, they haven't bought into his system, they haven't bought into his coaching. He lost the locker room a long time ago. So it's just like, on that aspect, it wasn't gonna work. And then, like I said, you got so many Hall of Famers that nobody wants to do the little stuff because they feel like they're above that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I'll add on to that. Dwight Howard is probably the only player on this team I've seen box somebody out all season. Like, actually put your ass on somebody and move them out the way. I haven't seen LeBron do it. I haven't seen Melo do it. I haven't seen Westbrook do it. Dwight Howard is the only player that's as I've seen box somebody out. And boxing out, what's my favorite word? I attribute to that: effort, energy. You got to have energy and effort to go box somebody out.
but my question to you is, what happened to the Malik Monk LeBron combo I was supposed to be so scared of?
Malik Monk played like 20 minutes tonight.
Was trash. He was trash. Buns, trash can water. But I was supposed to be so scared of LeBron and Malik Monk combo. You came in here, what was it, November? With so much in your chest, like, oh yeah, Malik Monk, LeBron about to.
At that point, it had won us 5 games in a row. Am I not correct? So it was working when it worked, but we went away from it. Malik Monk, that was when Malik Monk was a starter, playing like 30, 35 minutes a night. Malik Monk played 24 minutes a night. And probably those last 10 minutes of it, what he played was garbage time.
Well, something I will say, number one, too, I gotta give him his props, is that Herb Jones on the Pelicans, number 5, he's an elite defender. He did a good job on Book. He did a good job on LeBron tonight. And I feel like you were saying, is the reason why I feel like Malik Monk is having so much of a drop off is when he actually had people or defenses actually centered in on him. Now he kind of slipped through the cracks and was getting buckets just because nobody was game planning for it. And so now that people know, like, all right, this is what Malik Monk, this is his tendencies, this is what he like to do. It's kind of like they kind of shut him down a little bit in a sense, or just honed in on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you could kind of like play a pass on Malik Monk or kind of double him or whatever the case may be, and just let Westbrook shoot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, what? Any closing thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Any like words of encouragement for the Laker Nation out there, or is it just like, man, just let it go and let God at this point?
After I leave here, after we get off the podcast, I'm gonna go on Twitter. I'm probably jumping to late night Lake Show Laker Spaces. This is the same spaces where Cameron Payne went in, and he said what he had to say. So I go in there to get it raw, to get it uncut, unfiltered, because I already know how we feeling. I already know, everybody's gonna be talking about money, this, trade that. But at the end of the day, it's about, strapping your shoes on and going out there to play. Like, it's pride. in basketball, it's just so much pride behind it. Like you can't just let somebody score on you. You can't just let somebody take the ball from you and not come back and try, man. It's too much. It's too much pride in basketball, and the Lakers just not showing that. They making their name look bad. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. I don't think I can buy no player jerseys until the Lakers draft a player that just stands by the Lakers for at least 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah,
I don't see myself wearing any players on this roster jersey.
I mean, the Carmelo jersey just hit the team shop, so if anybody want those, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's just looking like the 24-hour fitness Lakers. That's what I'm gonna just start calling y'all now. But till next time, man.
There you go. Now we at 24.
Peace, man. LA Fitness Lakers.